Here's the secret, or rather, the information that most people don't want to tell you. SEO is more alive than ever. The problem is the entire landscape has changed without question. So number one, a lot of things that you used to be able to do as an agency no longer work and in fact can actually hurt you. So with that being said, knowing the correct tools and techniques in order to move forward in a certain campaign are absolutely imperative. And currently we're actually in a landscape where a lot of possibilities are still unsure, right? We are still in a testing phase with a lot of these new updates and things of that nature that Google has shared with us and mandated on everyone rather. That being said, if you are still very, very much in need of needs, if you're a home service business or really any business at all for that matter, not only do Google Business Profile search engine optimization campaigns work, but ads without question are an absolute no-brainer. In fact, I would argue the point that ads now work better than ever because I think more and more agencies are pushing over towards them. So check this out. This is a real-time data report on legitimate leads. We're not talking about regular leads here. We are talking about leads that have already converted, people actually needing jobs for a roofing company in Texas. And guys, this is only for 1 month, and this particular client does not have a huge budget when it comes to ad spend. So the probability of you being able to create an ad for your business that yields lots of legitimate, solid leads is very, very high with not a huge budget. Now, what is a huge budget? Honestly, that's a relative term when it comes to the three main ingredients: niche, your demographic location, and of course the competition that's involved. But at the end of the day though, again, to be frankly and truly honest with you guys, it's just imperative to have an offer that no one else has. You truly have to think outside of the box, and you really have to get creative with your agency or with yourself if you're doing the ad yourself. Once you've created this ad and it is really pumping, the next imperative step is that you absolutely need to have some type of client retention system in place, like not just a CRM, but certain setups as well. So when someone messages you or reaches out to you through text, form submit, a phone call, you need to have something in place that responds to those people within 60 seconds or less, and at a maximum 5 minutes or less. It's been statistically shown that people that respond past 5 minutes do not land that particular lead because that person moved on to the next one. Something that's also imperative to understand in sales in general across the board, many times people are not going to purchase your services based on the first, second, or even third time they've seen you. A lot of times it's the fifth, the sixth, the seventh time they've seen you, and it's usually not a week down the road, 3 weeks down the road. Sometimes it's 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, a year, right? But it's imperative that you stay in front of the same people, the same demographic area, month over month, if you want to eventually retain these people. Now, that's not to say that you absolutely will land leads that, of people that are needing those services immediately, whether it's an emergency or something of that magnitude. But in the reality of like the whole spectrum here, guys, it's just incredibly important to have a super solid system set up in place to make sure you have the best client retention you can possibly yield.